Live from Sweet Swine County, where every day is sweet, it's Split Hoof Tonight with Billy Gates and the Broken Windows Band. Hi, I'm Earl Silo, and now let's welcome Sweet Swine's one and only Cousin John.
Hey, thank you, folks. Thank you, and welcome. Hey, welcome to another great episode of Split Hoof Tonight. You know that I'm an avid golfer. The Golden Hogger is not with us tonight, but I'm an avid golfer. I'm about an average golfer, too. And I read that the average golfer walks about 900 miles a year. And in the same study, they found out that the average golfer drinks about 22 gallons of alcohol in a year. So I figured that out a little bit. Getting about 41 miles a gallon. I'm pretty proud of that. Kind of feel like a hybrid. Anyway, hey folks, stick around. We're going to be right back with a really good guest, but first we're going to run out and see what's going on outside Sweet Swine County. We'll be right back.
Get ready, because now you can watch a full of fun daytime talk show that shares the latest and greatest news about the people, places, and events found all over our story country. The Women of Sweet Swine County, hosted by three sassy ladies that tell small town stories with big town attitude. Now on this station and the web.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what? I promised you an exceptional guest, and let me tell you what, I am not going to disappoint tonight. So tonight, please join me in welcoming from the county of Wabasha, in the city of Wabasha, we have Jeff Worrell, and he is the executive director of the National Eagle Center. Let's welcome Jeff. I'm very good. Good to see you.
See you, Earl. How are you?
Have a chair.
Good.
Oh, hey, Jeff. Thanks for coming along. And who have we got here? Let's introduce us.
This is Harriet. This is our most famous eagle at the Eagle Center. She's 29 years old. 29 years old. She's famous. She's appeared all over the country. And I have to say, I think this is probably the highlight of her career. You know, she's been on the Today Show.
Well, yeah.
She's been on the Tonight Show.
Small potatoes.
Colbert Report, the Bonnie Hunt Show. But this is by far, this is the tops.
Oh.
Doesn't get any better.
So tell us a little bit about now this isn't just any Eagle Center, folks. This is the National Eagle Center. So tell us a little bit about
Sure. Well, the National Eagle Center is America's Eagle destination. We are a repository for permanently injured eagles that have no place else to go. These birds could not survive in the wild. They're permanently injured. But you know, they've got a very important job that they can do. And that's get out and meet people, meet their adoring public. They are our nation's symbols, so these birds travel to school groups and veterans hospitals, but you know, over 100,000 people come every year to the National Eagle Center.
Really?
Including over 8 people from 85 foreign countries.
That's amazing.
It is.
Now that's right there in Wabasha on the river there?
Right in Wabasha, we're right on the river, and people always ask, you know, you could have located the National Eagle Center anywhere you want. Why would you pick Wabasha, Minnesota?
I know.
What do you think?
It's because of the cliffs overlooking open water. It fits their nesting areas, and there's always food around 12 months out of the year.
Exactly. Boy, You do your homework. You know your stuff. We're very unique. We got big old Lake Pepin just to the north of us, and it pinches back down. And so when it reforms the Mississippi River, so we have all this open water because we have such a quick current right outside our doors.
Right.
Open water, lots of fish, means lots of eagles.
Well, what can a person expect if they come over, you know, to the center and want to visit? What can they expect to see?
Well, for one thing that we want everybody to be able to experience is just what we're experiencing right now, this up-close personal experience with an eagle. You know, we don't have any bars or cages at the center. We bring the birds right out with the public, and we want you to be able to get up close and personal, what we call our nose-to-beak experience.
Wow.
Now,
Okay.
you know, Earl, she's looking at you kind of intensely. I'm thinking that, you know, she hasn't had her lunch yet. You wouldn't happen to have any fish or anything laying about, would you?
Well, I do have a little container down here.
Look at that. She's eyeballing you to beat the band over there. Is that your lunch?
No,
You mind?
no. Not my. Yeah, go ahead. Better
Looks
this
like
than me.
She's a fan of sushi. Maybe.
See her, well, this must be left over because she doesn't seem too excited by it. Well, now it's on her feet. Maybe she'll be interested. You want that bee, sweetheart? No, this must not be her, her
That
particular
Earl,
species.
Earl, you ruined her appetite there. So what can you tell us about how do the eagles end up at your center?
Sure. Well, most eagles come to us, they present themselves a variety of different ways. Typically, we get injured birds, birds that have been hit by cars, and lead poisoning is still an issue for these magnificent eagles that are out there. But they go into veterinary care, and from there, they're usually evaluated. If there's any chance that these birds can be released, we work very hard to do so. The ones that can't be released, we take or we help find a home for.
So now, how did Harriet end up with you guys?
Well, Harriet, actually, we're very fortunate with her. She was banded at the nest way back in 1981. Wow. 18 years later, after a pretty full life out there, she was hit by a car.
Oh, my.
She has half a wing. This wing here, her left wing was amputated, and you might notice some tuft of hairs up on her head.
Oh, sure.
That's not the latest hairstyle in Wabasha. That's some leftovers from the injury from the car accident that she had.
Oh, okay.
So she came to us as a full-on adult, probably had lots of babies over her years, and has adapted incredibly well to being in captivity. And she travels throughout the upper Midwest and meets kids and veterans and
Wow.
goes to old folks' homes and all kinds of good stuff.
So, you told us that you got people from, 85 different countries that have
That's
visited
right.
the center. Is it something that's good for, all ages, children, adults?
Well, it's, I think that's one of the neatest things about the Eagle Center. There's something there for everybody. The kids love being there for the eagles, and there's lots of interactive displays and exhibits and scavenger hunts. But, the adults that are there with their kids have just as much fun.
They do. Okay.
Getting their pictures taken with the eagles. And we do a program 3 times a day. We call them feeding programs. Bring the birds in, and you're able to come in, watch them eat, learn all kinds of fun, interesting eagle facts.
So, there's other eagles other than Harriet?
We have 6 eagles in total. We have 5 bald eagles and 1 golden eagle. A lot of people don't know that both Minnesota and Wisconsin here are blessed with a wonderful, healthy population of golden eagles as well that come all the way out of the Arctic to spend their summers in the their winters rather, in the nice, temperate, warm winter climate of Minnesota.
I saw something in the news about the National Eagle Center. What's been happening there lately?
Well, we're just speaking of golden eagles, we're in the news because we have been on a research project on golden eagles, trying to understand where they go in the summer, where they're coming in the winter, what they're doing, what they're eating. And for the first time in the history of Minnesota, as far as we know, a golden eagle was trapped by our research team and outfitted with a GPS-enabled backpack. Now, this is solar-powered and global positioning satellites, remarkable technology. They last for 7 years, and we can track these birds anywhere on the globe that they may
that's
go.
Awesome. Are there any special events coming up at the center or anything that we should know about?
I'm really glad you asked that. Our big event is in March. All March long, we have what's called our SOAR event. And every weekend, we have special guests, special birds. We have one of the world's largest eagles, a Steller sea eagle, coming to the Eagle Center. Makes this girl here look like a chickadee. They're huge, very, very large eagles, and all-white gyrfalcons and goshawks and owls and variety of parrots, all kinds of flying bird shows, artists, artisans. It's a great time to come and see eagles.
And that's all March long?
All March, every weekend in March. Come to our website, you get a big schedule, you got all kinds of special guests.
Well, since you mentioned that, what is that website?
It is nationaleaglecenter.org.
Well, Jeff, let me tell you what, I'm proud to have Harriet here with us, and we are really, really glad that you brought her along to share her with us. And Earl, God, that's about going to do it.
I think
Billy,
that's gonna wrap it
take us out of here. Good night, everybody.